Some stories stop us in our tracks. They remind us that behind every smile, there's a heartbeat, and behind every public face, there's a private world that can shatter in an instant. This is one of those stories. Kelly Ripa, the woman whose laughter brightens millions of mornings, faced a moment that would test even the strongest spirit. It wasn't a scandal, a headline, or a staged scene. It was something much deeper, something heartbreakingly human. One phone call changed everything. News that Mark Consuelos' father, a man Kelly had loved and admired for years, had passed away. The world kept turning, but for Kelly, time stood still. There are no cameras bright enough to chase away grief, no applause loud enough to fill the silence that loss leaves behind. When Kelly returned to her show, Live with Kelly and Mark, the studio lights felt heavier than usual. Her usual radiant smile wavered. Her voice, the same one that had delivered countless jokes and heartfelt moments, trembled as she began to speak. "Mark," she said softly, fighting tears, "I know how much your father meant to you. He was a wonderful man, and we all share in your grief." Those words, simple as they were, carried the weight of shared sorrow. For a moment, the studio fell silent. The audience, the crew, even viewers at home, all felt that quiet ache that only real love and real loss can bring. Kelly and Mark have always been more than co-hosts. They are partners, friends, and family in every sense of the word. They've shared laughter, raised children, and faced the ups and downs of life under the spotlight together. But this loss, this was different. This was personal. In the days that followed, Kelly found herself reflecting on the man who had meant so much to both of them. She remembered his laughter, his warmth, the way he filled a room with kindness. She thought of the Sunday brunches, the family gatherings, the stories that would now live only in memory. Grief has no schedule. It comes in waves, unexpected, powerful, humbling. But what makes it bearable are the fragments of love that remain. For Kelly, those fragments became her guide back to light. She realized that loss doesn't erase love, it transforms it. It turns laughter into legacy. It turns tears into truth. When she finally spoke publicly again, she didn't hide behind the polished perfection of television. She spoke from the heart. She reminded viewers, and herself, that even in the hardest moments, it's okay to break, to cry, to feel. Mark, still visibly emotional, echoed that truth. "I've lost a part of my heart," he said, "but I know my father is looking down on us, and he'd want us to keep going, to keep laughing, to keep living." Those words became a gentle promise, a reminder that even in sorrow, life still calls us forward. Kelly's tears that day weren't a sign of weakness. They were a reminder that love makes us brave enough to feel everything, and that sometimes strength doesn't mean holding back, it means letting go. The world saw a different side of Kelly Ripa that week. Not just the star who could light up a room, but the woman who could speak from her soul. Through her vulnerability, she gave others permission to grieve, to be open, to heal. Because grief, when shared, becomes a bridge, connecting hearts that might otherwise suffer in silence. And as the laughter slowly returned to live with Kelly and Mark, it carried something new, a softness, a depth, a sense of gratitude for every moment still left to live. Kelly's story reminds us all that even in heartbreak, there is beauty. That loss doesn't mean the end of love. It's proof of it. So tonight, if someone you love comes to mind, don't wait. Call them, hold them, tell them what they mean to you. Because the truth is, every heartbeat, every smile, every shared moment is fragile, fleeting, and endlessly precious. And when the lights dim and the cameras fade, all that remains is love. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to be reminded that no matter how dark life feels, love always finds a way back to light. Stay kind, stay hopeful, and remember, love never really leaves us.